welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been currently going through a rather tumultuous life change. I've moved out of the apartment that I've had for the past 6 years, and I finally am moving out on my own. Got my own little studio now. I've been spending the last few weeks sort of getting that moved in and unpacked and ready to go. I haven't had a lot of time to edit or upload any videos, but I figured since I'm back here in my hometown on a little mini vacation, I would do another little haul video for you. You can thank my friend Eddie for suggesting I do this, because originally I was just going to go thrifting and then chill the rest of today, but you know, I figured it's been such a long time that I would do another one for you. So first, we're going to do clothing. Feels good to be doing that again. Now, the pickings were kind of slim for clothing today, but I did get a couple fun little items. The first is just a little piece of sleepwear. I just found this cute little silk number. Super soft and very comfy, so I thought I would pick it up because I can always use more fun little comfortable things to sleep in. Next up, I was really excited about this one because my friend Rain of Fire, another Milwaukee performer, has something that is almost identical to this, if not identical, but it's this gorgeous little cropped red glitter jacket. The first thing I thought of when I saw this was ringleader, and so I thought it would be fun to do a little number like that, but it's also it's just very versatile. It's very sparkly. It's a color that I wear a lot, and so I figured it would get a lot of stage time. It's by Onyx Night by Wendy Chayton. That's it for clothing, so let's go to accessories. I actually have a lot of accessories today, and I'm super excited about them because they're all things that I know that I'm going to use. First of all, I'm going to start with this one because it's kind of unconventional. It's not like a lot of other things I've gotten. This is a spray brush cleaner by Sonia Kashik. She makes really gorgeous, really high quality makeup and makeup tools and brushes. And so I found this little bottle of cleaner. It's brand new. It looks like it's never been opened. I found it at Goodwill, and so I picked it up because if anybody's makeup brushes need a good cleaning, it's definitely mine. Next, I found this beautiful pair of AB rhinestone earrings, and the reason I picked them up is because they match a necklace that I bought, also actually at the same place in Ashland. They match them perfectly, and I've been looking for a pair of earrings that match them. So there's just got this beautiful little gold tone earring with dazzlingly sparkly AB rhinestones. So these are beautiful. Next up, I have just a little statement necklace that I found, but it's a color combination that I wear a lot, and so I figured I would pick it up. But it's just this really fun little black stone statement necklace. My one critique of it, because I actually was going to wear it today, my one critique is that some of the metal rings that hold the pieces together, they're a little bit pinched, and so they're a little scratchy on my skin, so I might need to do a little minor repair to just make it a little bit more wearable, but it was really pretty and really fun, so I decided I would pick it up. And like I said, black and gold is a combination that I like to wear a lot, so I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. The next thing I am super excited about because I know I am the last person in the world who should ever get another handbag, but I found this and it was just so gorgeous that I couldn't pass it up. We have a gorgeous little lucite evening bag that looks like mother of pearl, and it's this gorgeous little like hard body bag with this magnetic clasp, and it's just really well made. It's kind of fun because it's kind of transformable. You can wear it as either a crossbody or you can tuck the chain in and use it as a clutch. And I am unhealthily obsessed with vintage handbags. I don't usually buy the evening bags because they're usually so small they're too impractical to carry around. If I'm going to carry around an evening bag, I'm going to need to be able to carry, you know, my phone, my keys, a lipstick, and this one passed the test. I found it at the thrift store and put a couple of my essentials in there, and it closed with enough room to spare, so I had to have it. And then last but not least, I have two pieces that I found at Goodwill. They are part of the Sugar Fix by Bobble Bar, which was a collection for Target. And they might actually still carry it, but I don't know. The first one is a choker. I picked it up because I don't actually wear chokers that often, but they are really popular right now. And this one is just gorgeous. It's got these beautiful little marquee and square cut rhinestones in it, and it's just very sparkly and glamorous, and so I wanted to try it out. And then the other one is another statement necklace, but I was just really dazzled by it. It's got all of these gorgeously sparkly stones, and then the lighter colored ones are sort of like a taupe pink color, which is really neutral, so it's something that I can match with a lot of different things. And my second addiction next to handbags is definitely sparkly jewelry. Ask anybody I know. So I had to pick this one up. So that does it for accessories, and next we're going to go into miscellaneous. And I really only have one miscellaneous item, but when I found it, I was ecstatic. I was so excited to find this. I know it looks weird because it's just like a big, on camera it just looks probably like a big black Ziploc bag, but this is actually a bag full of milliners or a hat maker's ostrich feathers. And just like, look at that. Look at how full and beautiful these are. And there's like different sizes. There's at least two of these big festooned pieces. And I nearly fainted from how excited I was, because if you remember seeing some of my Instagram posts from earlier this year, one of my favorite outfits to wear is my Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend outfit with the black bra, the top hat with the rhinestone band, and the bustier. And my favorite thing to do with that outfit is I had this big bundle of black ostrich feathers that I would stick in the side, and it would sort of plume out, and it just looked very, you know, fancy and beautiful. But when I performed at Plan B in Madison in January, my little stack of feathers blew out of the car when we were driving back to Milwaukee. I was devastated because that was one of my favorite parts about that costume, and I just haven't been able to find feathers like that since then that were affordable. So then, you know, stumbling upon this, which is this huge bag of them, and this was crazy cheap, like unbelievably so. And so I had to have them because I'm gonna get a lot of use out of these, and because there are so many, I might even be able to create an entirely new look out of them, which is something that I'm excited to sort of explore. They're just too fabulous to leave in the store. So yeah, that's the one piece of miscellaneous that I have. So last but not least, I'm adding a new category to this because it's something that I haven't really gotten a lot of until now, but I'm gonna go with entertainment. I'll go into this as we go, but the first thing I want to talk about is I just got a DVD at Goodwill, and it's so nerdy and goofy, and you can't judge me, but I found Toy Story. I really only had this on VHS, and it's one of my favorite movies in the world, not only because of its subject matter and it's nostalgic and everything, but I actually have a really cute story. When it came out on video, I knew that I really wanted to have it, and this came out in what, 95? But I was in grade school. I was like in kindergarten when this came out on video, and I remember I was having a really bad week at school. Kids were being mean. I was just having a really awful time, and I remember this came out on video, and I came home and my mom said she had a surprise for me, and I came in, and not only had she gotten the VHS, but she had also gotten my very own little Woody doll. It was the one that came out with the release of the video. It was the one that you could actually like pull a string in the back and he would actually say things. I was absolutely beside myself. I was so excited. So this was actually one of my favorite movies for a really long time. So when I saw this on DVD, I had to pick it up. I can't wait to take it to my apartment and watch it because I'm a grown woman and I enjoy grown woman things. So the last part of the video I'm going to go through, I have a lot of these, so I want to give them the time that they deserve, but I want to give a little backstory. I recently just started a new full-time job, and that involves some downtime, but you can't have your phone on at my job, so the only thing to do is to read. I've been just going through my books like crazy. I think I started the job in the end of April, and I had to go through a few weeks of training, so I've really only been doing the actual job and reading for the past month or so. And I've gone through like 12 books already. It's been insane. I've been finishing a book every 2 to 3 days. I've been looking for some new reading material, and I definitely found some. So I'm gonna go through all the books I found. The The first one is by one of my favorite authors, David Sedaris. It's his almost most recent book, and it's called Let's Explore Diabetes with Owls. I'm really excited to find out why this book has that title, but it's my favorite kind of book of his, which is literally just an anthology of essays. I'm the type of person who is a little bit scatterbrained when it comes to reading, and this really works for me because I get to read a lot of smaller stories in one larger book. I really loved his book, Me Talk Pretty One Day. I was really excited to try this one, so I can't wait to read it. I have a lot of memoirs. In fact, they're almost all memoirs. They're all memoirs, actually. It's my favorite genre of book, so yeah, they're all memoirs, I just realized. This one is called Where Am I Now? It's by Mara Wilson, the childhood star of Matilda and Mrs. Doubtfire and a bunch of other things. She was like the young princess of the 90s. This is about her life during that time and afterward, because she actually experienced a lot of snubbing from Hollywood, and she basically decided at an early age to just kind of completely go in a different direction. She decided she didn't need it anymore. So I'm really excited to read her book because I'm excited to hear her voice on how that experience was making some of my favorite childhood movies. The next one is, oh my gosh, I've been so excited to read this. I'm gonna try to like save myself and not start it right away, because then once I finish it, I'm gonna feel empty, like I do with every good book that I read. But I have been wanting to read this for years. This is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I am in love with Amy Poehler because I, like a lot of millennials, am fully in love with Parks and Recreation, but I never could get my hands on a copy, and I finally did, so I'm so excited to read this. Oh, and it has pictures too. That's good for someone like me. I have a limited attention span. Next, I was really excited about these because I'd always wanted to know more about this person. These are two memoirs by Carol Burnett, who is a very big influence on me because she is a self-made, successful woman, and her success as an entertainer and comedian came about purely through her own defiance and her refusal to be silenced or compromised by a male-dominated industry. She's always been a very, very, very big role model or inspiration for me, and so I'm really excited to hear her perspective on her life. I have this one, it's an older one called One More Time, and it was published in 1986, so a full 31 years ago. And then this one is called This Time Together, Laughter and Reflection, and this one looks relatively new, actually. Yeah, 2010, so it was written less than 10 years ago. And finally, this is such a nerdy pick, and I promise you this isn't the only reason that I picked up this book. If any of you have seen Tu Wong Fu, and if you're subscribed to my channel and you've not seen Tu Wong Fu, do that. Turn off YouTube, go find Tu Wong Fu and watch it because it is incredible. There is a scene where Vita Boheme, played by the incomparable Patrick Swayze, approaches a young man in a shop who has a terrible stutter and suggests that he read this book to help him. And that book is DV by Deanna Vreeland. I'd like to tell you that I want to read this book solely to learn more about Deanna Vreeland, but that is only half of it. Probably less than half, because truth be told, I really want to read this book because Vita Boheme told that boy to read this book, and Vita Boheme is another inspiration of mine. If it's good enough for Vita, it's good enough for me. That is it. That is it for the... Do you want to come say hi? Come say hi. Please come say hi. I'm sorry. Before we go, a lot of you in my actual everyday life have met this person, but I just wanted to show you the person who I always experience these thrifting adventures with. I want to introduce you to my mommy. This is Mama Diamond. This is my mommy, Joanne. Say hi, Mommy. Wave to the camera. So yeah, that was my mom. A little extra Easter egg there in the video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Can't wait to make another video for you guys. I promise once I get more moved into my place, I have old makeup tutorials. So thanks again. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to check me out on social media, Instagram at Ms. Dora Diamond, Twitter at Dora Diamond, or you can check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Dora Diamond fan page. Give me a like, give me a follow. I need your attention to survive. I'm like Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. If you don't give me attention and applause, I will die. So thank you and have a great rest of your weekend. I love you. Bye.